Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today from the Better Business Bureau. She serves Southern Wisconsin and probably even further than that. We got Tiffany Schultz here. Welcome back to the show. How are you doing, Tiffany?
I'm great. I'm ready to talk about credit card scams.
Oh, pesky credit card scams. The ultimate well, no, I think phone scams now are like the ultimate. Credit card scams still happen because of people trying to get your identity through all of the phone scams and everything else. But we're going to stick to the credit cards today. And some of this you've probably heard about. Some of it might be new to you, but it remains that it's still happening. And that's why we talk about these things. So set us up. The credit card scam is...
Well, what happens here is you receive an unsolicited phone call. It usually starts with a robocall from a scammer who's impostoring your bank or your credit card institution, financial institution. And what they do is they go ahead and they want to either verify account information, or maybe they want to send you a card with an ultra low interest rate, or maybe they even want to send you a card with perks. What they're out for is to gather your personal information from your credit card. They're looking for that credit card information. Maybe they're looking for your date of birth. Maybe they're looking for your address to scam you other ways. So, and they use it by impostoring your bank, who you think may be a legitimate company, or your credit card institution.
I've had this happen to me one time and I hung up right away because I'm like, well, the bank's never called me before. So shocker. And it wasn't even the right bank. So, you know, it's a red flag there. But unsolicited, we pointed this out on a recent interview, and I say it again. If it's unsolicited, no.
Unsolicited is usually the key word for a scam.
Should go with it. Credit card scams, unsolicited, bad. Yeah. All right. So there's certainly different variations of these things. And you have already mentioned some of those, but taking a look maybe on the email side of things and the information, because we do a lot of stuff through our banking, or do our banking online now, or through our phones or a thing, but talk about some of those phishing scams.
Not only do they reach out to you by phone, but they may reach out to you via email, via a phishing email. So what they're looking for is to send you a link, and it looks like it's coming from your bank or your credit card company. They want you to click on that, maybe to update your account information, maybe to apply for a new card. And it's just a generic link that's in an email that looks like it's coming from your credit card company. You click on that link, you can get stuck in providing your personal information, your credit card information. Maybe that link is even designed to download spyware and malware to your device. Once they load spyware onto your device, they can get all of your information. They can get login information. They can get password information. They can get your banking information. So be very wary if you do receive an email that looks like it's coming from your bank or your credit card company. Typically, what happens is that a bank is going to send an email through a multi-step process. You usually need to log in your account in order to read it. So if it's just coming blank like that, probably ripe for a scam.
Yeah, I like to go back and check if I do see something come from the bank. I like search my bank and then go back and look at some of the recent emails and see if they match the same format, because you just can't trust anything, it seems like. So and that's the transition to trying to spot these scams. There are really some key things that stand out in almost all of these scams. What are some of those things?
Don't trust your caller ID. That's a big one too. It may look like it's coming from your bank, but it's really coming from a scammer. Scammers can buy technology that spoof anything that they want it to spoof. So your bank's phone number, maybe your credit card company's phone number, maybe even your neighbor. We can go on and on and on, but don't trust your caller ID. When it comes to the email, a good way to verify if it is a legitimate email is to look at the email address. If it's coming from a Gmail address, it's not from your bank, it's from a scammer, but they don't want you to look at the email address. They want you to see the body of the email.
I would love the one, customer service bank@gmail.com. Oh, that's my banking. No, not good. Another one that you have is consider how the company normally communicates with you. Why is that so important?
If your company normally doesn't send you promotional offers like that, I get a lot of promotional offers from the credit card companies through the mail. If I would start to receive a lot of them via email, that would be a red flag that hey, this isn't normal for this company. Or is my bank starting to spam me and call me often with credit card offers? This just isn't normal. If something like that starts to happen, go ahead and reach out to your bank and see if that's a real promotional offer that your bank is offering. Not only are you going to be able to verify that it's legitimate, but the bank is going to thank you for your outreach.
Yeah, absolutely. Reporting these things are so important. If we're going to stop this, we got to report it so we know what the latest scam or what's happening out there. Certainly. Next one is check directly with the bank or credit card company before sharing information. I know it kind of goes hand in hand with what you just talked about, but you really want to make sure it's legit because these are pretty crucial numbers that you don't want to share with just anybody.
When you reach out to your bank, you always want to reach out with the official phone number. You can find that online. You can find it on your bank statement. You can find it on the back of your credit card. You don't want to call the number back that called you, or maybe a number that's in an email. Scammers want you to do that, but you need to be smarter than a scammer. You want to be a fraud fighter. So you want to go ahead and look up that official contact information, or even just stop in at your bank. You can do that too, but don't call those numbers back that are being left for you, because you could be in a scam.
Wait, Tiffany, you can walk into a bank still? That's still a thing?
I think you could still walk into some banks, maybe not all banks,
Not
but
all. There could be some web branches. Yeah, absolutely. All right. I've already mentioned reporting it, but why is it so important that we continue to report these things, no matter what the scam is or how many times we get it?
when you report these scams, your report helps warn others of the scams that are taking place in the marketplace. You can go ahead and report to bbb.org/scam tracker. Scam tracker is also a super cool tool for you to look to see what's going on in your area. So you can search by keyword, you can search by credit card scams, and you can see if there's anything that's going on in the Madison area relating to this. Maybe you received a phone call, maybe you received an email. You can verify that it may be a scam if somebody else reported it.
And a lot of the topics that you bring to Fact TV or to different media outlets, it's because it's driven by what you're seeing coming in from the scam trackers and people reporting, right?
Yes, Scam Tracker is nationwide. So we're monitoring those scams that are taking place in the marketplace to let you know about them through our public channels, through our web channel, and through everything else we do with our outreach efforts.
Tiffany, thank you so much again for your help on this. Great information, and we'll hopefully get some people coming out there and reporting and learning more through your website at bbb.org. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Check out the website and report it, report it, report it, please. And don't get scammed. We'll leave it at that. Take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.